Welcome to Real FC, your weekly fix of Brasileirão football served with flavor and that Brazilianaire's mindset. I'm Victor, he's Vino, and today we're talking storylines, rivalries, drama, and the beautiful madness that makes Brazilian football the most passionate show on earth. Whether you're a diehard fan or you're just getting into the game, we got you. Subscribe to the channel, hit the chat with your hot takes and questions, and let's talk ball, football. Brother, the Brasileirão 2025 season is underway, and as usual, it started with a bang. We had a coach fired less than 24 hours after his team's first game, a thrilling 0-0 draw between powerhouses, and even a field goal? Let's get to these highlights. First up, we have Palmeiras and Botafogo. Like I said, this was the game of the week because these are some heavyweights, man. Palmeiras is consistently one of the best teams in South America, especially when it comes to winning Libertadores recently. And Botafogo, well, they were Libertadores champions last year. Not only that, they won the Brasileirão. So this is the reigning champion taking on a powerhouse.
Now we got Palmeiras on the attack. Big
Nice.
cross.
Look at that send. Yeah, send to the right side. Like some wing play here. Okay, how does Botafogo defend? Okay. Well, it wasn't a very clean cross though, but keeper was astute.
Yeah.
Yeah,
missed cross
peppering in
here.
some early crosses from Palmeiras. Yeah, peppering in here. This field looks horrible, by the way. It looks like they put sand on fake grass. That's terrible.
Oh man.
Oh wow. Oh wow. Botafogo
that
with
was
some
a
chances,
lucky
man. Good
save.
save from good save from Everton. It was more lucky that there was no one there to clean it up after, eh? Jeez.
That was an
Oof.
awkward
That,
looking
that's
kick.
that's one of those goals. If it was a Premier League, that would have been a goal. That would have been a beauty. Stunner, mate. Pick that up from out of the back of the net.
Can you time
Now
out
the
real quick?
opponent is tying. Yeah, he's tying the goalie's shoe, but do you think he's actually doing it? Like, well,
He's like tying it to the other
imagine
foot,
he trips him. That's why the keeper's keeping his other foot way away.
That's why the ref's watching. He's like, all right. He's not setting a little
Thanks,
trap
buddy.
here.
You're doing a good job.
Slipping some
Here's
cocaine in
Botafogo
the
attacking
shoe
down the
there.
right side again. Boom. Oh my. Good save from
Lucky that it
Weberton.
went straight to the defender.
Ooh,
Oh.
here we go. Oh man, this number 6 is good. Who's that? Joof. Almost.
Palmeiras got a good
Who is number
defense.
6? Palmeiras, yeah, man.
And like they're coming on the attack. Like they're constantly making a play.
This is Estevão. Estevão is a young winger who's kind of the future of the Brazilian national team. I think he's going to Chelsea.
Oh, nice.
Exactly. So this is one to keep an eye on. Here's Botafogo with a
These are some
kinda
weak
there
attempts from Botafogo. Yeah.
Yeah. Botafogo is not the greatest finishing, eh, Botafogo?
Yeah, like okay,
The final third
these
there.
are the highlights. Like these are some weak kicks.
But like Palmeiras keeper is doing the most right now, man. Oh, here comes Botafogo again down the wing. There, I mean, it seems like they're coming in with ease. Palmeiras' defense is locked in.
Yeah,
It's locked in
more
for
than the
sure. But
keeper, in my
Palmeiras is
opinion.
getting these chances, you know.
Yeah,
No,
Palmeiras just
not for the
isn't finishing.
keeper. It's
Like
2-0.
they're coming.
And not just Botafogo, but if not for Palmeiras' keeper, it's 2-0 for Botafogo right now, hands down.
Yeah, Palmeiras, like they're coming in, but they're not finishing. Botafogo's just showing up. Like they're not like, it's not really like a threat. They're just like, oh, the ball came to me. I'm just gonna kick it from wherever I can find it.
Yeah.
Wherever it shows up.
Oh, another cross in. Oh, what a clean ball
on
his own teammate, dude.
Got in his own way.
That's sad.
Ooh,
Oh, that.
okay, that
Oh,
was a save.
oh my keeper.
That was a hell of a save.
Come on, mate. Oof, that was a great save, John the man.
This being like the match of
This
the
was a
week,
good sequence.
considering this is
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Palmeiras versus like the reigning champs. Like Palmeiras is looking like the team to beat. Also, this was the 0-0.
This is the 0. Yeah, this is the thrilling 0-0.
Wow, thrilling. 3 minutes of highlights.
I mean, 3 minutes of highlight, but bro, you saw them getting it. I actually appreciate that it's only 3 minutes of highlight. I appreciate when they condense the highlights
Yeah,
down.
especially because in in football. Like,
Ain't nobody got time for that. Yeah,
yeah,
like a
how
lot
many
of
near
it's
misses can you
cool.
watch?
There's some kind of value to watching like the flow of the game, but
Right.
honestly, like I don't have time to watch a 10-minute highlight package where you're showing me the substitutions. Like, brother, get on with the game. I do like to know who's playing though. So I went in there to find out who's number 6. Patrick de Paula. He used to play for Palmeiras back in the day.
Oh, now he
Palmeiras
plays
got a
for
good team.
Botafogo.
Savarino's yeah. Savarino is good. Vitor Roque was playing for Palmeiras. Didn't really notice him on field, so that might say something about him. He went from Cruzeiro, kind of like he's the one I told you. Snakily went from Cruzeiro to Atlético Paranaense. He got sold from Atlético Paranaense to Barcelona. Snakily as well, might I add. He
Mm,
didn't have space in Barcelona. Now he's back at Palmeiras. I think Palmeiras outright bought him from Real Betis or from Barcelona. Like
mm.
straight up went and paid cash for the boy. He's one of those other guys like him, Endrick, Estevão. They're supposed to be like the future of Brazilian football. They're all young, under 20. Um, a lot riding on them. So they boys, you got to have the right people in your corner, man. Don't just listen to anybody. Don't just chase money or fast money, fast women. You know, let's get it, boys. Let's be
Yeah.
the future. You know, let's stick with our craniums.
All right. Now I got São Paulo versus Sport. It's open. Let me
All
know
right,
when
me
you're
too.
ready to
I
hit
clicked the
play.
link this time.
Nice, excellent. It
All right, ready?
they need to stop having the scores in the title or in the
I
thumbnail. Like,
know. Or in the thumbnail, let it be
yeah.
a mystery to me. I love that. Yeah, for sure. There's a hint for unspecified channels that we can't be talking about.
All right, here we go. All right, so São
Oh,
Paulo
São
is in
Paulo.
the
See, so
white
São
and
Paulo's home. São Paulo's in white.
Sport
Yeah.
is in red.
Oh, penalty? Yes, immediately. Yeah, the ref was right there. Okay, let's see. Caleri, number 9, São Paulo's goal scorer. Roofs it. That was the field goal,
Oh
I
my
guess.
goodness.
Oh, that's funny. Poor guy roofed it, dude. Here's Sport. Oh, damn. Sport coming through with it. Wow, that wasn't offside. Got good clean save there. Way to get back from the
Okay, let's go
defender. That one.
defense. Yeah.
Oof.
That was
Oof.
a good through ball too, a good pass.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Ball in. Wow. Movement on that one. Okay. Again, just kind of showing up. But that if you can show up in the final third, that's a good start. You just got to lock in. Damn, penalty for Sport? No, no penalty. Not even a protest. Not even a chance for protest. All right. Take those chances. I respect those chances from São Paulo. Like you got to take those far chances.
Yeah.
These will go in. Oh, here's Sport with one of their own. Oof. Keeper got there,
Ooh.
man.
That could have been it.
Yeah.
That could have been one.
Yeah. Oof. Yeah, that's one of the ones I was it's funny I talked about it and then it happened right away. Here's a corner for São Paulo. Okay, Sport, not a great clearance. Let's see how they clean themselves. Oh, they gave him too much space. Oh,
Oh,
too much space,
dude.
but the ball didn't really. Yeah, the ball wasn't really a good one there.
Yeah, São Paulo is clearly the better team here, but they're just not capitalizing. So like they're playing
São
against
Paulo, come
Sport, which
on.
is one of the worst teams, the way that Palmeiras is playing against Botafogo, which is like one of the better teams, one of the best teams, the literal like defenders. Okay, good pass there.
They're playing more like Botafogo, I thought. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah.
Botafogo was kind of in the driver's seat, and Palmeiras was kind of like the sport of the situation. They
You
made their
thought so?
chances. They came back. Yeah.
I thought Palmeiras was the dominant team in that in those
Ooh.
3 minutes of highlights.
Oh
Oh
boy.
wow.
Oh yeah, because we know it's 0-0. I'm kind of excited. I was like, oh, they might score. I don't know what the score is. Then I was like, oh
Uh-huh.
yeah, 0-0. Literally in the title. Way to kill my freaking illusions, man.
Yeah, I added a little
That's
bit
some
of
free
crop
marketing
to
tip for our potential
the thing,
partners.
so maybe it doesn't show
All right, let's try not to even
in the
read that
stream.
then. Or I
Yeah,
will.
yeah. Try.
Nice. Here we go.
All right, moving on to
Nice. Well,
Cruzeiro
okay,
Mirassol.
Caleri, brother. You should if you played in the NFL, that would have been 3 points or one at least for you. Oh, this one starts right away. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
paused it. Ready?
yeah. One
Oh,
second.
this one's longer. This is a more exciting game. Hey, let's go. Cruzeirão, cabuloso.
It's funny
I
how
mean,
like
I'm impartial.
that was the it was the same like channel, but the quality
Yeah.
of the video was so different. Like that
They
didn't that
can't
looked
yeah,
like
because they had to go there and capture their own images, you feel me?
yeah, that didn't look like a professional game. But all right,
Oh,
I'm
I
ready.
see. Yeah, the angle is weird. Alright,
Yeah.
this is on Amazon Prime. This is the game of the week according to Amazon Prime, just because the most beautiful, handsome, best team in the country played
Against Cruzeiro.
against Cruzeiro. I knew you were gonna say that, you
Yeah.
bastard. Uh,
All right, here we go. One, two, three.
oh, shit, I already started it long ago.
Okay.
Yes, Mirassol making their debut in the first division
Yeah,
on their
like the
100th year anniversary.
their
This is a big
99th
moment,
year,
big moment. 99th year, right? They're not 100 just yet.
and
So, like,
Cruzeiro
this has all
debuting
the
their
makings for a trap game.
Cruzeiro debuting their slightly controversial new kits.
That's true. It actually doesn't look that bad from the
I
highlights. It
I
looks
didn't think it
pretty
looked bad at
clean.
all. Yeah, I like it. I like the white sleeves.
Yeah. Woo! Golazo, baby. Let's go,
Got a
Dudu.
goal right pretty early on. Who is this?
Yes. Dudu. So this is one of the controversial new signings. Like Dudu
Mm,
had been signed mid-year and then he backed out. He was like, "Oh, no, I'm gonna stay here at Palmeiras." Apparently, one of the Palmeiras like torcida organizada,
yeah,
the pretty
the
much
organized
the
gangs. Yeah,
cheering, yeah,
the
the
team gang.
cheerleader gangs,
Uh
the cheerleader
huh.
gangs. So true. No, pause the video. It's so true. That's what they are. Cheerleader gangs, bro.
Yeah.
So okay, so apparently the cheerleader gangs went to talk to him in his house. And he was
Jeez.
like, you know what? I'm gonna just stay here. And the president of Palmeiras, Leila, was controversial lady in herself. She, she was like, "Well, we don't want his ass here. We agreed to sell him. He's just gonna sit here. Like, we'll honor the contract, but we don't want him here. His
So
career is
he
not as
wanted
far
to
as we're
stay
concerned
in Palmeiras because the cheerleader gang showed up at his house?
because they talked him out of leaving. Yeah,
Oh my god. Yeah, with a gun in
that's
his
funny.
face.
Maybe not though.
He's
Maybe
like
just like, yo,
he's
we're
like reading a
bros.
thing
Come on, man.
like,
We supported you.
"Okay, I want to stay here. I would love to stay here.
Certainly of
It's
my own
it's
accord.
my
Yeah,
choice."
yeah, that's funny. Palmeiras has like their cheerleader gang is intense. Don't get me wrong. Like they be killing people, especially Cruzeirenses. So I was like, don't be
Jeez.
killing me.
Yeah,
But there's also the meme of like their more passive crowd. They're more like the rich white kids.
right.
So they're not as like passionate of a fan base. So it could be like not just the threat. It's more so like, come on, man, we're bros, man. We hung out at my dad's yacht. You can't leave us.
They didn't break in. They just like they had their own keys like
It was just like, come on, Dudu, how are we gonna have fun at the villa on weekends?
you're
Yeah.
engaged to my
All right, let's get
sister.
back to. You're set to take over Papa's family business.
Okay, and pause at
All right, let's
exactly
get back
1
to the
minute.
highlights. Oh, really? Okay, I'm at 55 seconds. Let me get to 1 minute.
All right.
Okay, the goalie just saved it. Did he? No,
Yeah.
that was the highlight of the goal. Ready?
All right.
3, 2, 1,
Go.
go. Okay, nice. Opportunistic, good little cross. Here's a
Yeah.
corner from Cruzeiro. Oh, not a great header.
Yeah.
But they should really be piling the pressure on Mirassol.
They
Like
should.
debutants,
This is their opportunity to
this is
like
their game
show
to
up
do.
and
They
this is
spent
their
pretty
tune-up game. Yeah.
2-0,
Ooh.
20 minutes in. Yeah, okay, let's go. Yeah, I'm just glad it wasn't like a trap game. Oh,
Yeah.
Gabi goal with the reference to a Cruzeiro legend, Montijo, Walter Montijo. One of my
Nice.
favorite players, I think, that I've ever seen play for Cruzeiro. He never won a title with Cruzeiro, which is a shame. He won some Mineiros, but he used to celebrate his goals like that, like doing a trotting horse. Ooh,
That's a beautiful
onside,
goal
good
too. Like
finish.
just one
Yeah,
touch, like
exactly. Look at
in
that.
the
Yeah, one
air.
touch from William, one touch from Wanderson, couple touches from William to find a great kind of cross. Gabigol, oh my, midair finds the footing. Nice. Gabigol from far now. Oh, wasn't very far. Not very far of the net, I think. 25 minutes in, Cruzeiro's bringing that pressure. Here we go.
Good. That's good. As they
Here we go,
should. Like
Drizzy.
welcome
Drizzy's
to
taking up a new career. He's on Cruzeiro
yeah.
now.
Welcome to like the first division type of game, like
Yeah, welcome to the big leagues, baby. Not,
yeah.
I mean, they're not like dominating where it's like, but they're making a statement
It's
as
two
they should.
nothing and
But
they're
look at that.
just
I mean, Assault's having
constantly
some chances. Ooh, good save
ooh.
from Cássio.
That was a
Mirassol
good
shouldn't even have
chance.
that chance if you're really, like, think about it from Cruzeiro's point of view, like
Yeah,
but okay,
that
fine,
was
perfect. Just
too
take,
close. Yeah, and
those are
and
3 chances in a row for Mirassol, you know?
yeah,
Take the 2-0, but still, tighten up, brothers.
yeah,
Oh my. Let homie get through 2, like, that
yeah.
was
That was
who's
like
that guy?
a FIFA Street 2 game breaker, like deke out half the team. Like,
Dude, put it through Wallace's leg. Wallace is already, like, going through some controversy with the fans. Oh, penalty. That should have been a penalty, perhaps. It was. Oh, penalty. Let's go,
yeah, he fully
boys.
pushed him.
Yeah, there's no argument there. Look at this guy. The captain, he's like, "All right, let's go, baby." He's probably gonna take it himself. Fuck,
Yeah.
he seems like one of those guys, like a lifer at the club. He's like, "Yo, let's
Mm,
go,
right.
boys.
The
I'm scoring our
veteran.
first goal in the first division," you know? That's vibes, yo. That would be vibes if you're there at the team for a long time, you're the captain, you score the first goal in the first division.
Yeah. Where is he?
Where is he? What do you mean?
Oh, okay. I was like, who's gonna
Oh,
do this kick? Like we've been waiting for someone. Let's
oh,
go,
there we go. Here we
Casu
go.
with the
That's not even
penalty
him taking
save.
it. Oh, poor guy.
Yeah. But he's
Oh, you're
for
good.
sure like
Hold on.
I would have scored that. I wouldn't have
I
missed.
would agree. Yeah, like especially because the guy missed it.
Okay.
Oh, let's go.
There's a
They
goal.
did score. Imagine if it was him. Let's see. Who was this dude that scored?
Yeah, let's see this replay.
Come on. Imagine you just saved the penalty. Cassie's like, fucking fuck, guys. I was going to get a perfect score on
What even
fantasy this
happened
week.
here?
And now,
Okay.
oh, the defender here
Deep
had
the
it.
cross. Oh, okay. Damn. If that's the
No.
guy he was
Yeah,
aiming
the
for, that was
defender
a
was
pretty good
caught.
cross.
Defender was caught out of position. Clayson. Clayson's a good kid to watch too. I don't know how old he is actually, but
Look at how
you
excited
got to
they all
watch
are.
in this
Like
tournament
the
here.
whole bench is like coming onto
Yes.
the field to
Brother, it's
celebrate.
their first goal. Let's go in the
Yeah.
first division. Give them their flowers, bro. If I was Cruzeiro, I would even be like on the
Congrats. Yeah.
announcer, like on the crowd. Hey, congratulations, Mirassol, on your first goal.
Yeah.
Hopefully, your last one of this game, please. But Muralha, their goalkeeper. Muralha means wall, brick wall, and he
Ooh.
used to play for Flamengo, but he's
Oh, I
not
thought that
quite a
was a
brick
goal.
wall.
That would have been sick
Oh,
goal.
William. Williams faced some controversy too with the crowd. Like he came in playing really hot. Like he's one of the best. Like he plays right back. He's one of the best right backs in Brazil. He went to the Seleção, and when he came back, he had a little bit of an ego about him. He started
Mm.
maybe trying to do too much, trying to do a little Daniel Alves outside of the courtroom. Oh, good save, good stop there. Way to get back by Fabrício Bruno. See, just even the fact that Mirassol's putting this pressure now on Cruzeiro, like
Yeah. I mean,
kind of at the same time as they were in the first half, like around well, I guess the first half was around 30 minutes. Now it's like 20 minutes.
right.
It's like these lulls in the game, Cruzeiro kind of attacked hard and now they're, suffering for the last 3 or 4. Oh my. Oh my. That should have been a goal, young man. But also great that he saved it. But I mean, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like Cruzeiro should not be allowing
Cruzeiro's
these
getting lucky
chances,
with these
bro.
chances. Yeah.
Yeah, tighten it up.
Like,
Also,
yeah, Cruzeiro is
we
supposedly
got
a contender,
let's
and these guys are like relegation level team.
exactly.
Like
Obviously,
it's
they're gonna
like,
fight. This is like one of the games of their lives because again, first ever, like
yeah,
13th ever, no one gives a shit about. First ever, like you get up for that.
yeah,
First ever at home, I guess too.
first ever, and it's like let's make a statement. Like
Yeah.
we're
Yo, shout out to
Mirassol.
all the sponsors on Mirasol's jersey
Yeah,
for real.
they got a bunch.
I know we're gonna do a jersey like Reed, but like dang, like they packed that thing. It's like actually if you really zoom in, the yellow is just the names of all the people who gave us $10 or more.
So revenge game for him.
I don't love like this look at this. Ooh, wow.
Ooh,
Right
that's
away,
not
eh?
offsides.
Wow. Come on, get in there. That was
Yeah, it was
offside. Okay,
offsides.
cool.
Yeah,
I don't love
that
the
was
camera
crazy.
angle here at at freaking
Yeah,
at
it's
Grêmio
very
Stadium.
high up.
It's
Like, what is it on
always
the
been
roof?
this garbage.
It looks
Yeah,
like
I don't know,
it
man.
looks like a fan just like climbed up and he has his phone and he's just like
Yeah,
filming it illegally. It's really high up. It's
he's
the
brought a
opposite of
legit
the
camera
São
though. That's
Paulo
weird.
game. The São Paulo games was too low.
The ball game was low. Yeah, yeah,
This
yeah,
one's really
yeah. It's
high.
funny how the angles make a difference. Oh, so it was a
Oh, they
goal
allowed
after
it.
all.
Huh.
Nice. Let's go, boys.
That I don't know. That looks super offsides.
I don't know. VAR is pretty controversial. We could do some PQP VAR. We could do a segment called PQP VAR, and we just like look at the bad controversial VAR calls of the week. But people are gonna have to send that in because ain't nobody got time to be looking at that stuff. Oh, defense. You got yourselves in a.
Mm,
Oh my.
that was an easy. That was
Coitadinhos. Yeah, that was
taking advantage
sloppy.
of a
Oh,
mistake there.
sloppy defending. But yeah, good on the attacker to be like right there. Edenilson, I believe that is. Edenilson. Let's go. Yeah, look at this angle. This is terrible. Like,
Ooh,
no,
that's nice. That was
no.
a good goal.
Yeah, those are diving headers are nice, pretty
Yeah.
nice. And this guy's like, he's got a dirty uniform, so he's been giving it his all. It just seems like either we're lucky that all the action happened on this side of the field, or like they're only showing us the highlights that happened. Just like, oh, brother, I couldn't capture the other side of the field highlights.
Yeah.
Like,
What is
what
this?
is this?
Yeah.
Grêmio, be
Don't
better.
don't
Get
need to
better
see
cameras.
this. Yeah.
Use a drone, guys. Look into it. It's
Also,
not
like,
that expensive. Just pay the guy
what a
to
waste of
be
like
flying
30
a drone.
seconds just to show us like somebody substituting.
Yeah, that would see. That's what I'm saying. You don't need to see that stuff. And then to go back to the goal, like what the heck? Oh, at the end of the okay, okay, we're at the end of the video, guys. This is free marketing for the whole Brasileirão or any sports league. Get drones to film your games and show us that like in a video game angle. You're welcome. You're gonna be billionaires.
Yeah, I wish the NFL would do the Madden angle like behind the quarterback. That would just be so much
Yeah,
better.
they can. They definitely have that like
They
already,
do.
right?
They
Like,
do. And for
why
whatever
don't they?
reason, they just like they start the play and then they just let all the receivers run off of the screen. And then we're just staring at like the quarterback
The quarterback.
like, all right.
That's like the quarterback, like they're just trying to sell that narrative that the quarterback is the fucking,
But just like the behind the
highlight
quarterback
of what's
shot
going on.
is way
Do
better.
both, yeah, because you highlight the quarterback and you're highlighting his
And
decision making. You're
and
like,
you
look
show
how
the entire
smart this guy
play. You
is.
show the play developing, you show the
Yeah,
entire field. You get to see the like
seriously,
the offensive line and defensive line battle. Anyway, I would say like
exactly, guys. Be better.
those that first Grêmio goal is probably my goal of the week because it just looks like it was I love the diving header and I don't want to give it to Atletico for their diving header,
True,
but so far
true.
that's the first and second for me.
Nice. Yeah, I would say my goal of the week so far is the Gabigol one. Like, just even considering like the ball touches, like, one touch
Oh
from
yeah.
Willian to Van
Yeah.
de on one touch, and then couple touches to Gabigol, like, turned his body. Like, it's early. We haven't seen all, like, we've only
Yeah,
seen,
but
like, what,
just
3 or
I'm
4
just saying,
games?
like so far, that one
Yeah,
stood
yeah,
out to me for me to remember. But I agree that Gabigol
yeah,
was really nice. All right, now
yeah.
we got
Now we've got
Fortaleza
Fortaleza.
and
Fortaleza is
Fluminense.
one of my dark horse. Low key, I do like Fortaleza. I won't say they're like my favorite team because that'd be unfair. But they're like, I hope they do well. They're trying to do things the right way. I love their coach. Like, he's handling things well. They're giving him chance to like figure it out, and I hope it works out for them.
Yeah,
I just don't like Davison, who is really annoying. But whatever.
who's in the white here? I think Fortaleza is in the
So
blue.
white, we have Fortaleza. Yeah, they're home. And oh no, Fortaleza's blue. Yeah,
Fortaleza's blue.
Fortaleza's home. So they're wearing their tricolor, their tricolor kit. Fluminense is in the white.
Ooh,
Oh
easy,
my, easy
easy
tap
money.
in,
Yeah,
easy tap in for Lucero. Great pass from Marinho though. Look at that. Fed it right between the defenders, right where it needed to be.
yeah.
Fortaleza, like I said, well trained, man, well coached team. Oof. Okay. Here's Marinho again. This guy is a veteran. He's kind of been around, journeyman kind of guy. He played for Cruzeiro. He's played for Flamengo. He's he started in Ceará, which is Fortaleza's rival.
Mhm.
So interesting to see him play for Fortaleza with a renewed haircut, kind of a renewed vibe about him. Like he's like that grizzly vet. His main thing has always been speed. Oh, look at it here. So Fluminense's coach actually got fired after this loss, and this dude's crying as he gets substituted off the field. Why is that?
That sucks.
It's not very nice. Oh
Ooh,
my.
if that
Oh
went
my.
in, that would have been goal of the week for
If that went
me.
in, that would have been one. Oh wow. I love this little slice.
That was pretty
Oh
good.
boy, let's go,
That was
baby.
nice.
I love those slice corners. Yeah. And he hit it right at the top cheese angle. Yeah, that's mine too. Chinga header goal. That's number 2.
Ooh.
The slice corner, oh, that just had me, man. Right to the guy's head. He didn't even have to move. Planted his feet right to right in the angle where it needed to go. Fortaleza, let's go. My dark horse team, man. Oh, let's go, Marinho. Wow, taking on
Ooh.
the big man. Wow, nimble. Got himself a corner too. Nimble footwork there from Marinho.
Yeah,
Doesn't.
he's doing a lot here. Ooh.
Oh, buddy, it always looks good. Like, even if somebody took a picture of that moment, it would look like a freaking highlight. You
Yeah.
could put that in the front page of the newspaper, be like, "Fortaleza beats Fluminense so bad their coach got fired."
And then like even though that play wasn't the goal, like that was a beautiful shot.
It would just look like, "Oh my god." Like, from reading that headline, you think it's like 18-0 with that, like, beautiful goal as, like, the centerpiece, you know?
Mhm. Bicycle kicks are like magic.
Oh, come
Oh,
on.
come on,
Oh,
man. You
no.
miss an open net.
Missing open net, I mean, not quite.
The goalie wasn't even
No.
there.
So the goalkeeper for Fluminense is Fábio,
Oh, he used to play
longtime
for
Cruzeiro
Cruzeiro.
goalkeeper. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Go okay, I'm gonna go fill in my goal of the week. I mean, I know we're not done, but again, like you said, just to remind myself, that's
Yeah,
well done.
otherwise you're just gonna be like, "What was it? Oh, I don't even know. Let's
Yeah,
watch
I
them all
forgot all
again."
the games. That's what yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Sounds
for
like you've been there
mine right
before.
now is Grêmio's first goal, which I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
was offside, but whatever. Um,
Yeah.
and then if I see another one, if I see a better one, I'll replace it.
Great. Juventude, bro. Juventude and Vitória. The like,
Toilet
2
bowl.
kind of bottom table,
Yeah.
not
I mean,
necessarily toilet bowl, but
I love I like a good like bottom table game because it's just like, like high scoring, like
anything can happen. Yeah,
anything can happen. Yeah.
anything can happen.
Here we go.
And Vitória actually is playing the Sul-Americana, so, like, they actually are not a bad they've put some money towards, like, building a competitive, let's say, squad, so it should be an interesting one. Let's see.
Nice.
Then
All right. Yeah. I
wow,
clicked it
wow,
as soon as I.
wow.
Oh,
Goal for
oh,
Juventude right away.
good.
Oh,
Nice.
Juventude is at
Nice.
home.
I like these
Nice.
kids.
Look at this. Look at the crowd. Yeah, this is an interesting kid, actually. Look at the crowd. Oh, it's pretty empty there, though.
Yeah.
Juventude, I think, has like not a great big crowd, but a
Oh, is that
passionate
offside?
crowd. Oh, was it?
Yeah, Juventude is like an
Vitória's kids are actually clean too, man.
underdog team. So like, yeah, they're definitely not
Yeah,
gonna have the biggest
they're
fan
from
base.
they're from a small city in the south of Brazil,
Yeah,
like not traditional footballing
but
city.
they're
Ooh!
always like in and out of the
Oh
first division.
my!
Wow.
The same guy. Wow, second half. Wow, good for you, Gabriel Tagliari. Gabriel Tagliari. Opportunistic. Oh, yeah, and you got lucky there too with the deflection. But hey, if you don't shoot, you don't score.
Yeah.
Facts of life. Clip that shit and watch it again. If you don't shoot, you don't score. Damn. That's it for Juventude. Zero highlights for Vitória.
Yeah.
Sad.
Just like
Vitória,
2 goals. Did you see
doing
like
the opposite of your name.
that the highlights, the not the highlights, the sponsors all around were all betting sponsors.
It's yeah, bro, the betting companies are this is like their prime market. Literally.
Yeah.
Inclusive, if one of you guys wants to sponsor us with thousands and thousands of dollars, email hello@victorlana.com. I'm serious. I'm winking as a joke, but I'm serious.
All right. I got Flamengo and
Um,
Internacional.
Flamengo and Internacional.
Ready?
Internacional. Vamos. Rascaeta? No. Who's number 7 here?
Araújo.
Oh, Luis Araújo. Okay. Flamengo in their classic,
Oh.
rubro-negro kit. Wow, good save from Sergio Rocher. This is I think the starting goalkeeper for the Uruguayan national team, bro.
Oh.
Sick. Flamengo's got a sick squad too, though. Flamengo.
Yeah.
So these are two like title contenders too. This is a potential like game of the week ramifications. Flamengo. The people's team. As we've posted on the channel, I saw you've been doing bits there.
Inter's already got one goal. I feel like we didn't even see it.
Do we not see the goal? Yeah, what the
No,
heck?
I guess this one is from Flamengo TV, so that's so biased.
From Flamengo's point of view, these are the best moments. It's like, well, yeah. I guess from your point of view, the other team's goal is one of the worst moments.
Oh, that was sick.
Oh my,
that was nice. Kind of
but
like
I'm just
an accident there.
Flamengo though.
Yeah, not showing the highlight.
Léo Pereira, good. So Flamengo has two good defenders. Alexandro, former Brazilian national player. Agustin Rossi, Argentinian. I think he's played on the Argentinian national team. Like they've got a great squad and well built, and coached by Felipe Luis, who is a former, is a player turned coach. Like recently, like he was on Flamengo 2 years ago, and now he's the coach. And there he is on screen.
Nice.
Excited, man. Look at that. Look at that thing. These are some of the best moments.
Ooh.
A corner.
Nice shot.
Oh, that would have been nice if you put a little dip on that.
Yeah.
Bruno Henrique is a player to watch. He's a good little left
or
right. Yeah, left winger. Yeah, keeper. Yeah, this keeper is great, man. Keeper really keeping him in it, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, but this is a different keeper. It's not the same keeper. Oh shit. Did they sub out their keeper?
No, I think before we were seeing Flamengo's keeper.
Wow. No, we were seeing it was Sergio Rocher, and now it's a different guy. Huh? He's a
little bro.
Yeah, I don't understand why they need those things to like track. It's like something with like tracking their movements on the field and like kind of like an Apple Watch type of vibe.
Right.
Bro, they did sub out their keeper. That's crazy. At half, I guess. Right in the beginning of the second half. Wow.
Okay,
so
moving forward.
Two really good keepers, I guess.
We're not going to use Flamengo's links.
Yeah.
Bastards.
So we go back and try to watch Internacional's link or what?
No, let's just keep moving forward. Next time.
Internacional, hopefully you score more goals.
Hopefully it wasn't the goal of the week.
Really great.
But yeah, my goal of the week is Internacional's goal that we didn't see because Flamengo's butthurt. Flamengo's like, we're not gonna show these guys. That was the worst moment of the game. All right, I got Vasco and Santos open.
Vasco and Santos. Santos back in the first division after a year in B. Neymar on the team. Did he play? I don't know, actually. They've got a couple ex-Cruzeiro players in Barreal and Álvaro Barreal e Zé Ivaldo. Joseph Ivaldo. And also Gabriel Brazão is playing in net for them. Chiquinho Soares used to be Botafogo's top goal scorer a couple years ago. So, they built a little squad, but Santos. And also, I mean, they're playing against Vasco. Vasco is a historical Rio de Janeiro team, Carioca team, named after a Portuguese explorer with a great mustache. And just like that Portuguese explorer, they every year set off in search of titles, and every year they veer off their destination and land in Brazil and think they're in India. I don't know if that's the real story, but like
I wrote in the description of like if you would root for this, I was like, Vasco fans, just like their explorer namesake, they're always looking forward to next year.
That's great. I love it. Oh, that's funny.
All
Great
right.
minds, eh, brother? Oh, Gil also is a former Cruzeiro player. Used to play for Corinthians as well. Wow, keeper was astute. Gabriel Brazão, young keeper too. He's one to watch. He was on Cruzeiro, then he got sold to Internazionale de Milano. So he's one of Brazil's promising young keepers. Let's say.
Nice.
Keep an eye out on him. Here's Vasco.
Oh my
Saída de bola do,
goodness.
saída de bola do Vasco, terrível.
Oh
Chiquinho
my
Suarez with the pass.
goodness,
Oh,
Vasco.
took advantage of it.
That's so
Oh,
dumb.
everything that could have gone bad did. Even the guy.
Yeah.
Oh, Barreal, former Cruzeiro person. Not. I was gonna say starlet. No, guy who played on the team. There we go. Astute
This
was
is
there. Everything
why
that had to go wrong.
that might be my
But
goal of the week there. Just
that's not.
Vasco.
Yeah, yeah. Ooh. Vasco tried to get it back. Try to get it back in the cheeky way. Same cheeky way. Yeah, man, that was something, that was some luck from Santos, but also some bad luck from Vasco.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, there
That
we
was
go,
pretty good.
Vasco. Be
That was
smart
pretty
about
good.
it. Yeah,
Over
yeah,
the
yeah.
other guy, over the defender.
Over the defender, but tell me why the defender thought, "Hey, this is coming in at head height. Let me block the bottom post here,
Yeah.
just in case he tries to trick me." Oh, good move from Santos. Is that Neymar? I think that is Neymar.
Ooh.
Nice. Here we go.
That was a good I like
Marcelo
the
Lemos.
fluidity of that
Okay.
play.
That was a good yeah, very fluid play. Here's Neymar, okay, not
Neymar number
back to work.
11?
Oof. Is he?
I think so, yeah.
No, that's not Neymar, that's Guilherme, my
Oh,
bad.
okay.
Sorry. Looks alike,
Ooh,
maybe?
that's a hell
Oh,
of a save.
good save, let's go. Look at how he
That's it.
celebrated after.
One-handed, yeah.
Yes, baby. Let's go, Gabriel.
Oh my
Oh, man, they left
gosh,
him alone. Is he offside? But, oh, brother, come on, Santos, you guys are napping there. Presta atenção, irmão.
bro.
Acorda.
That was too
Oh, no,
easy.
it wasn't even offside.
Yeah, I mean, it was a
That's
free kick,
Verratti.
so for sure, like,
Yeah. He's rooted in his spot. Look at that. Oh my. Yes. Nothing doing for the keeper. Santos. Yo. That to me is the Bola Musha of the week. Like, yo, what were you doing, man? You're not paying attention at all there.
all right,
Now we have Bahia
Bahia and
and
Corinthians.
Corinthians. Bahia and Corinthians. Bahia, the Man City, Man City family.
Yeah.
They probably built a pretty strong squad. They've got a midfielder named Cauli, who's a good player. Their coach is Rogério Ceni, who's a São Paulo legend, a goalkeeper who's one of the top goal scorers even of all time. Bahia is also one of those dark horse teams where they're not like in one of the main markets, but again, they got everything to make a really, really good, put a really good season together. And they got a player that kind of is one of my personal favorites because he played a couple years for Cruzeiro. He, get this, 2 years for Cruzeiro, two-time Brazilian champion for Cruzeiro. So as far as I'm concerned, 100%
The GOAT.
approval rate on
Yeah.
the GOAT. Yeah, Everton Ribeiro is not the GOAT, but
Yeah.
he has a place in my heart. But yeah, let's get into it. Oh, and Corinthians, as everybody knows, is the people's team, so a lot of pressure on them. They're that friend that asks you for $10 and never pays you back, but they're always asking you for 10 more bucks. And
Would you
well,
rather play for Vasco or Corinthians if you're a player?
oh, Vasco, give me Vasco all day, baby.
Yeah, why? Because at least they'll pay
Because
your
like,
salary.
I mean, yeah, like both of them are probably liable not to pay my salary, but at least in Vasco, like if I'm not being paid, I'm just gonna go hang out at the beach instead. And like in São Paulo, I'd rather not, be threatened by the Corinthians.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'd rather play
Vasco
for Vasco.
Vasco would just like have a just like low expectations. Like, all right,
Yeah, and
whatever.
it's not like Vasco's necessarily bad. Like if you show love for Vasco, if you play your heart out, I think they love you. It's like they know it's not your fault. It's the team is cursed.
Yeah.
It's like we know you're trying your best, man. It's just what can you do?
Yeah. It's like, look, man, we watch the games. We're fans of this team. Like, it's not your fault.
It's true. It's
There's
all
nothing you
Hamadi's
there's
fault.
nothing you could do. Yeah, this is
So Hamadi
Vasco's.
played for them
Uh,
in the 2000s, and it's probably him. He's throwing a curse on the team. Him and
oh,
Edmundo.
okay.
Vasco used to be a powerhouse in the 2000s. I think they won the Libertadores or something like that, and then since then, it's just been rocky sailing. Oh, Bahia at home in the white, Corinthians in the nice black kit.
Yeah.
Nike's been, making some good kits for Corinthians.
Ooh.
Statement pieces. Oh, Bahia, what Bahia's got cheerleaders, bro. Look at that, yo.
Yeah, I saw.
Vai achando.
And like
Vai achando que é
4 different mascots. Look at those
mascots. That's
cheerleaders.
true.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh my, look at that
And
goal,
they got
though,
the
man.
steam
The
things.
cross was right in the dude's like head level. Let's go, buddy.
Do other Brazilian teams
Yeah,
have cheerleaders?
I'm impressed. We may see that throughout the season. I don't think so.
Ooh.
Like the fact that it's new. Ooh, here we go. No steam for the other team, I guess, eh? At least
Yeah.
they're not as salty as Flamengo.
Wow, he just
Here's
picks up the
Corinthians
ball,
getting it
runs
back.
it all the way back.
Because it's like 43 seconds. Like they tied it pretty much at the end of the game. 43 minutes of the
Oh.
second half. Like
Oh,
they're just
damn.
battling for it and brought it back. Okay, here you
Right,
go. Bring it back.
And Bahia was like, all right, whatever. Like they let their guard down. Oh, and then that's it.
Yeah.
Wow,
Look
that
at the
must have been a
cheerleaders, how they got sad
boring-ass
though.
game.
Look how look, go back to when Corinthians scored and then look at the cheerleaders from Bahia. Oh, this one she put her head up like, dang it. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah,
Yeah, not a great game.
that's the highlights. That
Oh, we didn't watch Red Bull, Braga, and Ceará.
it's the only one that
beep.
Global uploaded.
Yeah. Yeah, that's weird, eh?
Yeah, Ceará in the black and white, and
Oh,
Red
here
Bull
we
in
go,
the white and
Ceará.
gray.
Ceará with the chance right there. Oh, take it to Red Bull. Who do you think's home right here? It looks empty.
Looks empty. I think it's I could tell that it's like black and white, so I guess it's Ceará, but it does look empty. This is like a really low angle too. Look at those. There's
Yeah.
nobody in the arena. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's kind of sad. It's funny because Bragantino, before it was Red Bull, it used to be like a black and white kit like this. That's what I was saying. I think they just lost their identity. Like even like look at the cheering squad. So this actually is in Bragança Paulista.
Oh,
So like
really?
look at the cheerleader gang signs over there. They're just like trying to hang on to the old colors, black and white, and like
There's too many black and white teams in general.
but there's also too many Red Bull teams in general in all sports.
Yeah, but not in the Brazilian league.
But like, oh, that's kind of sad, man. Like that's it tore their identity apart. And also Ceará is tearing apart their defense. It's already 2-0.
That was a huge kick from the goalkeeper. I mean, tore their identity apart, but like it's not like they had like a huge fan base, a huge identity in the anyway. Like,
I mean, not on a national stage, but
yeah, Red Bull just came in.
these guys like the cheerleader gang is putting two logos together. They're like, yes, Red Bull, but also our thing that we love for so long. Oh, let's see who's on Red Bull that's interesting. Any of the young kids. Oh, good ball in here. The field kind of looks weird too, eh? It's just
Yeah,
it looks
like there's a bunch of like holes and just dirt being kicked up.
yeah. Also, be better at lighting, guys. Like, what the heck? Red Bull, get some lights here.
Nice, a little easy there, but that was.
Oh, Fernando Seabra, the former Cruzeiro coach. Let's go. Yeah. Okay, get back into it. Not a great angle, to score from, but okay. This kid practices his tap-ins, his bunnies. The little bunny. Oh, that was my not so good Jack Armstrong impression. It'll get better as the weeks go by. The diving
nice.
header. That's a good goal. Yeah,
That's a good
to
goal,
get back into it like relatively quickly. Yeah. Oh, offside, buddy. What's going on? Varzia.
It's the first like VAR like.
Oh, buddy. Let's go. Oh, Red
defense.
Bull. Okay, Red Bull. Like
they got some big attacks
took
coming.
too early. Yeah, it took too early. Oh, 47. So There's 7 minutes of stoppage time here. The ref gave them. Bragantino. So we're going to 52. There's still 5 minutes left. Oh, Bragantino scores it.
That
All
was
right.
beautiful.
All right,
soccer
ref.
right there.
Check is in the mail from courtesy of Red Bull.
Yeah.
Let's end it now. Don't need to play out those
Like,
5
no,
minutes.
here's another 7 minutes. Yeah, and then they're like, oh, speed it up. Times 2 the clock.
Yeah. Time to the clock. It's like, no, I'm just kidding. Red Bull would never bribe an official with money. They just gave him free Red Bulls.
Yeah, for life.
For life,
and
yes.
then every Red Bull
Eric
is $100
Ramirez.
attached to it.
Yeah, these are empty bottles. Yeah, just don't worry. Oh, and they still came back. Okay, actually, no, Red Bull's like, no, give them the 5 minutes. Maybe we could get back into this. 1 minute later to almost score again. Buddy, let's go. Yeah, that's an interesting goal, actually. I don't know if I called that, but it was an offside, so I guess it doesn't really count as a. I get it. Fair enough. Yo, great, interesting stories of the week. Vitória. Hopefully, we get to see a highlight from you at some point in this tournament. Inter. Sorry that your highlight got cut by Flamengo TV. I mean, I guess it's their party. They can do whatever. They can edit the videos. Technically, they did not under-deliver on their promise. They said, here's the best moments from this game. And clearly, the other team's goal is the worst moment of the game for us. So yeah. I don't fault them whatsoever. For this week's Culture Corner, I want to teach you a word. It's várzea. So várzea is a word, especially like a Brazilian kind of soccer context, to denote like amateurism. Like várzea is like the amateur soccer. Like, you know, where we played with our cousins in Belo Horizonte, like those like
that like
soccer fields that are kind of like a pit. Exactly, the dirt field where but like sometimes people actually do like tournaments there, like you know what I'm saying, like those are like organized like beer leagues, but like várzea, I guess, is like the
amateur,
the equivalent, the equivalent of like beer league soccer, right?
Okay.
Amateur soccer. But like várzea has become this way of calling something like amateur, right? Amateur hour. So I was saying, like, with the VAR, the VAR, video assistant referee, in Brazil, we say VAR, but like, because the VAR sometimes is a little shady, like I call it várzea, you know?
Nice.
There's the pun. But anyways, the word is várzea.
But that's what it is. I was going to guess that it's literally like, oh, when the VAR fucks up or like does something stupid, that's what you call it, várzea.
But yeah, but the way it's like várzea is the real word, but the way I'm saying is like var dash zia, you know?
Right.
Whatever. It's not funny when you have to explain it, I guess.
Well, I thought the point was to explain something, a new word to me.
That's true, but you did get the new word, I guess. I'm saying the joke is not funny. Like the word is that was important.
Nice.
Cool. Let's look at the table after game week 1. Fortaleza on top, buddy. Let's go.
Bless you.
Let me see if I bless you.
The table, eh?
All right. I'm going to share my screen with you. Maybe it's on. There's a link there too if you want to see it. But Fortaleza top of the table after game week 1. And Juventude, Fortaleza, Juventude, Vasco, and Cruzeiro. You know what? For me, if the season ended today and those teams are in the Libertadores, like, shut her down, boys. Let's kill her right here. Atlético Mineiro, almost in the relegation zone. You know what? Can't script a better season than that, boys.
Nice. What else we got here? Vitória's last. Fluminense.
We got Fortaleza, Juve. So this is the front. Let's look at the front of the, I guess, front half of it. Or can you see the whole thing?
I can see the whole thing, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Bless you.
Nice. Yeah, Fortaleza, good for them. Vasco, yes, good for you. With
Juventude and Vasco are not going to stay there for long.
I don't know, buddy. The Juventude fans watching you right now are going to be pretty cheesed.
Okay. Cruzeiro and Fortaleza, they'll be up there.
I think so, yeah. Flamengo there in the middle. The bottom of the table is interesting. Vitória, I do think they're kind of going to be floating around that kind of bottom of the table situation. Palmeiras and Atlético and Botafogo all being there.
Where do the ties begin? Like, so the bottom is like all the losses, and then Like,
So there's only 5 teams that won this week: Fortaleza, Juventude, Vasco, Cruzeiro, and Grêmio.
mm,
Bragantino, Ceará, Corinthians, Flamengo, Internacional, Bahia, São Paulo, Sport, Botafogo, Palmeiras, all tied.
oh wow.
In most cases, all tied each other, obviously.
So then
And then the
the
teams that
difference is the goal
lost,
differential. That's why like Palmeiras is so
exactly.
low.
Palmeiras is low because they had a 0-0, and then Bragantino is top because they scored 2 goals, and
True.
Ceará 2. And so I don't know what the critério de desempate, like the tiebreaker is between Bragantino and Ceará. Maybe Bragantino is home. Maybe it's alphabetical now at this point. Who knows?
Hmm.
Um, but whatever, it doesn't decide anything. But at the bottom of the table, we got Atlético Mineiro, Santos, Mirassol, Fluminense, and Vitória. All the teams that lost, and yes, again by goal differential. So Atlético Mineiro and Santos and Mirassol lost 2-1,
Mm,
and then Fluminense and Vitória lost 2-0.
mm. I hope Mirassol eventually makes it out of the
I hope they
relegation.
stay. I hope they
Yeah,
stay. It's
that would
got
be
a
so
it's
fun.
got that good feel good story, but like it's not likely. You know, the statistics of teams who get like promoted first time, and like not just first time ever. Like it's hard for you to stay, you know?
Yeah.
They may be able to pull it off because I think like certain teams like Vitoria might suffer with like splitting their uh what do you call it? Their attention, right? They have the Sudamericana, which they may, you know, get farther and make more money by progressing in. So they might split their focus to that and then find themselves kind of in a lower half of the table. It could happen to any of these big teams too, like Flamengo, Internacional. Like it's not uncommon to see, especially because like, you know, like let's say Palmeiras, they lose like let's say 4 or 5 games. Like they're stacking up wins in the Libertadores, but they lose 4 or 5 Brasileirão games in a row. They're not going to fire their coach. Like it's just it is what it is. But those situations can get out of hand for those kind of teams, and then you never know, right? You eventually find yourself in a position where it's like, damn, how do we get back from this? Like we're so far down now. Um, and that's where a team like Mirassol can come in and take advantage of it, right?
Yeah.
Brother, what was your goal of the week? So you said it was the Grêmio goal. You don't even know who scored it. I think it was Matias Arezzo
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
Grêmio.
I thought it was like, I mean, I liked the ones that were very like smooth, like pass, shoot, like the Gabigol one, some other ones, but I think like that Grêmio one, I don't know, it got me the most hyped, and so I'm
Yeah,
sticking with that
yeah.
one.
Nice. What was your momento bola murcha da semana?
The one where the like Vasco like pass it to the offense, and
Oh
then they like
yeah.
got a goal off of that. It was like, bro, that was
No,
all on
was
you.
that Vasco? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think it was
Vasco
Vasco, yeah.
slip up versus Santos.
Yeah. That's my
I picked Santos's defense too when Vasco like scored their goal. Like they just freaking stood still. Like,
mm,
but really, like there was also the moment of Atletico Mineiro where they kind of like ball bounced back and forth, and then Ednilson on Grêmio like just took advantage and put it in the back of the net. But yeah, you're right. Vasco versus Santos, that was the bola murcha. So explaining a little bit of bola murcha, literally translated on bola murcha is like a deflated ball. So it's the deflated ball moment of the week where
the the
the
softball.
the Shaq, let's say like it's the Shaq in a fool, but not with Shaq,
Yeah.
with Vic and Vino.
Acting a
But
fool.
yeah, they acted a fool here. Bola murcha da semana. And the club players, okay, the players to watch, like I said, Estevão played all right. Like he appeared in some of the highlights for Palmeiras. I know we didn't watch the game, so it's not like we can really comment on his, you know, productivity, but he's out the door. He's like with Palmeiras like for now while they're prepping for their like mid-year like Club World Cup. But after the Club World Cup, he's going to go to Chelsea. Like, where do you think his head's at? He signed like a $400 million contract. Like, it's about to be like more loaded than he can ever dream of. Move to England, like
Right.
live that life, you know? So I don't
Yeah.
think his head is fully there. Even then, he's showing it. His body's developed. He's playing against the big boys and he's able to like control himself. Vito Hockey, which is a player that I kind of noted to watch, like whatever, didn't really show up in any of the highlights. he'll be one to watch as we go forward. I have a little bit of a soft spot for him because I think he's a great player, but at the same time, a little bit of a calloused kind of like, fuck you, bro. Like, you left my team under shady circumstances. So, controversial player in my brain at the very least. I'll point out like Clayson from Mirassol stood out to me. He had some good moments where he deked out the Cruzeiro defense and like
Hmm.
hooked up his teammates. I think he was the one who passed the ball to the goal that they eventually scored. Um, I don't know if anyone really like stood out to me like that. Barreal from Santos, like it was a good opportunistic goal. Again, it was a very Vasco way of like, oh my goodness. Like we gave the other team the ball, and then the guy who ran back and could have potentially saved it, like whiffed the kick. Like um, but
Marinho.
those I guess would be my Marinho, yeah. He's not like necessarily like he's going anywhere, but Marinho played well, I thought for Fortaleza in that how do we say, like that Sean Livingston kind of role, like the veteran giving you that boost. I don't know.
Hmm.
That's just kind of the vibes that I got from that. But maybe more like George Hill. Oh yeah, George Hill too. It works with the hair. Nice. Any standouts for you? Any others?
No, that was all of it. What are the
Nice.
matches for the next week?
Oh, nice. So next week to look forward to, we got Corinthians and Vasco. Corinthians is at home.
Hmm.
That's actually tomorrow already at 6:30.
Can you
6:30 Brazil
can
time.
you share your screen with it?
Sure.
That'd be
Yes.
great on stream here.
Oh, you could do that? Are you
Yeah,
seeing that?
I
Okay,
was
cool,
seeing
cool,
it. Yeah,
cool.
when you
Nice.
shared the other one.
Nice. So here's the second round. So tomorrow already starting at 5:30 Eastern Standard Time, we got Corinthians and Vasco. Corinthians is at home. Pressure after having tied the first week. Vasco, I think, lost or tied. I don't remember. I already don't
I
remember.
don't remember Vasco versus
Ceará.
Santos.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. True. Santos lost.
Yeah,
Vasco won.
Vasco
Nice.
won. Vasco's like at the top of the table.
At the top of the table. That's right. Top of the table. Vasco. Put some respect on Vasco. On my Vascão. Ceará and Grêmio facing each other in Ceará at the Castelão, the big castle. Same
Mm.
time that game. And then later on at night at 8 p.m. EST, 5 p.m. Pacific time, we got Botafogo and Juventude. Put Fire versus Youth at the Newton Santos, the Engenhão, the Rio de Janeiro Municipal Stadium, kind of. And then we've got Fluminense and Red Bull Bragantino playing at the iconic Maracanã on Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 Pacific. We've got Atlético Mineiro at home. Not even at home, actually. They're playing in the Mineirão against São Paulo. So playing in their
Interesting.
rivals' home when they have their own stadium. Something's up there.
Yeah.
Maybe their own stadium is garbage. Maybe. Who knows? Speculation. São Paulo, that's at 4. Then we have Mirassol versus Fortaleza in Mirassol. So this is their first ever home game in the first division against Fortaleza, who comes in, to be honest, like kind of flying. So Mirassol, brace yourselves. But hope this is going to be a good game, I think. Then we've got Inter at home against Cruzeiro. So Cruzeiro is making the trip down south to play against Internacional. There's potential storylines there with the player that Cruzeiro sold to Inter, Wesley, and Inter is not paying the payments on that player.
Uh-oh.
And he played like shit for Cruzeiro, and now he's playing well for Vasco. So we have something in Brazil called Lei do Ex, which is the law of the ex. So it's like the law that states that when your ex player, especially one that left under like controversial circumstances, when your ex player is playing against you, like he's going to score against you. So there's that chance for
So it's not like
there's that
an
chance for
actual law.
Cruzeiro with Wesley. It's not a real law, no,
Right.
but it's a
saying. Yeah.
football law, one of the
Right.
laws of the football gods. We have that potential. Cruzeiro has that potential because Cruzeiro has Wanderson, who is an ex-Inter player. But then Inter with Wesley, it writes itself because Wesley left with a sour taste, right, in his mouth of the team, and the fans also have a sour taste in their mouth. So It's just a very controversial relationship. And then at 5:30 as well, Eastern Standard, 2:30 Pacific, we've got Vitória and Flamengo in Salvador. It's the duel of the Rubro Negro, the Red Blacks, the Scarlet Blacks, and Flamengo's away from home, so they'll probably wear their white kit. That'll be an interesting one as well. Then we have in Recife, na Ilha do Retiro, Sport and São Paulo Sport and Palmeiras. Damn, I'm gonna get flamed for that one. Sport and Palmeiras in the Ilha do Retiro, like I said, in Recife. So Palmeiras away from home. That's a game to watch as well. That's probably going to be the global game because they love to show Palmeiras winning. And then in Vila Belmiro, which is the home of Santos, we've got Santos and Bahia to close out the night Sunday at 8:30, so 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. And we'll be back next Monday, I guess, to recap it all. Or when are we coming back?
I don't know. Whenever we come back. Looks like São Paulo and Atlético Mineiro. That looks like a good game. Inter versus Cruzeiro. That looks like a good game. And
I would say
Santos versus Bahia looks like a good game as well.
Santos versus Bahia is going to be a good game. That's why it's like the end of night close game.
Yeah.
I would say of these time slots. So Corinthians Vasco is the game here of Saturday at 5:30. And then Botafogo Juventude, that's the only game you can watch. So boom, catch that. Atletico and São Paulo, that's the game to watch at 4 or at 3. And then I would say Inter and Cruzeiro is probably the game to watch here. Just two powerhouses.
Yeah.
And close out your night with Santos and Bahia.
Yeah, all these other ones are like,
and we'll be back
a good team versus a shit team. Like,
yeah.
Those seem like good matchups there. I wish Recife, like Sport Recife, would just be called Recife, and if they had like a light blue type of kit, like a nice aquatic color, that would have been. They would be like my second favorite team for sure.
Interesting. If they're completely different from what they are now.
Exactly.
If you completely change yourself, I could like you so much.
There's just like there's enough black and red teams. Like there's enough black and white teams. Like just be something unique, you know? It's like black and red,
blue,
black and white, and then like green and white. That's like.
So on to your point then, let me share with you a team from Brazil called Souza.
Okay.
And they have been giant killers in the South American or in the Brazilian Cup actually of late. But and they beat Cruzeiro in the first round. They're really becoming like fan favorites in Brazil just because of how kind of powerful they are. But like look at their logo right here, buddy.
Comers.
Not really. They're like 8th division, like low in like a small town in Paraíba. But check out the boys' logo right here.
Oh, it's a dinosaur.
It's a dinosaur giving a thumbs up, clutching a soccer ball.
That's so random.
The smile and the thumbs up is what does it for me. So like Raptors fans, if you're a Raptors fan, you will love Souza from Paraíba.
So silly. It also looks like the guy from Rugrats, the little dinosaur.
Yeah, it does. It kind of does. Yeah.
Hey, what division are they in?
Nice. I think like not even a national division. Like they play regional.
True. I like
the
Amazonas team, the Amazon team with like the Jaguar on it.
Yeah.
The second division. They're cool.
In the second division, and they have, they're building a good team to potentially, bring them up, And actually I lied. Souza is in the 4th division, Serie D. So there you go. Prove me wrong.
Hell yeah.
Nice. All right, brother. That was Real FC. Real FC. No, let me do that again. Scratch that. Brother, great talking to you, by the way, but let's get to this outro. So that was Real FC, where we don't just talk football, we talk football. Football. We'll be back next week or at some point, like Vino said, with more madness, meltdowns, magic moments, and some memes, hopefully, from the Brasileirão. And hopefully Vitória highlights from week 2. So keep the rhythm going. Subscribe. Follow us on all socials. I'm at Vic Tropical. He's at Vino Farillo. Follow us at We Are Brazilianaires or just Brazilianaires on Instagram. And Real Music Collective everywhere you stream visual content or content in general. Until next time, valeu.
Valeu.